are the best just doubles partners. Like
it
doesn't matter.
Same thing earlier.
Yeah, doesn't matter what other character they're working with. Just it's always so good.
So we see Jen opting for his Lucina. Now, earlier we saw him messing around with a good amount of characters, mainly because Ryu's a bit of a big target in teams. It's not really expected to see him. But the way that Jen is playing around is very similar to just his overall play style, and Wolf has been supporting it excellently. We're not going to talk about that force choke that Cassius just performed, but trust us when we tell you that Bowser is fair and balanced.
Ooh. Yeah, remember, we are at Defend the North. This is a fighting game tournament, so the get over here, it's a little bit of cross-game pollination.
He got that Scorpion chain on deck.
Yep. And actually, when I last saw these two play, I kind of questioned the Bowser Corrin team. Just because I felt like they are like the kind of characters that occupy the same role, you know, crazy kill power and everything. And these two have certainly done a good showing of it, but especially, I'm really looking forward to seeing if they, since we saw them like last week, whether they've managed to figure out some new things, and already they're just really showing the power they have, just using their strengths.
You bring up a good point that character-wise, particularly speaking between Bowser and Corrin, they don't really do anything for each other. But I feel like what really sets this team apart is the neutrals of Cassius and Frozen. Cassius has such a fine understanding of the big body characters in Super Smash Bros., and especially so with Bowser. All of his kill power, the minimal approach to being able to just exert so much force. And then you have Frozen, who has such a superb sense of neutral that he really utilizes Corrin's tools for controlling space as safely and efficiently as he can. Putting those two together, and I feel like it's not really just Corrin and Bowser that we see that are exerting so much force here. It's the powers between Cassius and Frozen.
Oh yeah, that's definitely, it's weird because in this double setting, it feels like the players are carrying the characters, kind of. We've seen how dominant and amazing they are in singles, and that's just what they're using right now in this double setting. Right now, actually, there isn't a huge gap between these two. Goes for that counter off stage to possibly get the edge guard. And right now, Bowser with a whole heap of rage. If he gets a grab on Sheik, or a command grab, yeah, that's gonna be it. Yeesh. Just a monster body that Bowser has.
That jab one to down tilt didn't look real in the slightest, but it was kind of cute.
I mean, I'm actually wondering because like if they air dodge into the ground, they get hit by the second hit. So I assume that, yeah, it's like maybe characters can jump out, but even then, he can probably catch their landings. It's one of those sorts of like, just overall, just even if they manage to get out of it, just can be a problem. And I actually want to talk about the fact that Frozen's survivability right now has been, that was such a good counter. That evened up the stock count. We definitely have an advantage for blue team, but just, he knew that that counter wasn't going to kill his teammate, and that absolutely demolished Cassius. So definitely that trade was worth it.
A bit of a risky gambit, but things working out in favor of red team. And they're going to have to make risky plays like that if they're going to be bringing back this set. I'd say the set instead of the game because it's looking like a done deal.
That killed. What did he hit him with, up air?
That was up air. That was also, I don't know, man. That was the Galaga DI. He was just going up. He was just going, and there was nothing doing about it.
Wow. I have actually, like, Corrin's up air is good. You know, don't get me wrong, it's a very good move. I have never seen it kill a set. Not since the pre-patch days. That's nuts.
There's your blast from the past, and it's given us game one to Cassius and Frozen.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're going to see a character switch from Jen. I mean,
probably.
Yeah, he's going to be going to the Ryu.
He is swapping to his Ryu. This is the first time we'll be seeing his signature character here in doubles tonight, but I really want to see how well it's going to work. Ryu is one of those high-priority characters in doubles where there's so much kill power behind him that you want to just get him out of there. But we've seen in previous games that Wolf is able to run a fantastic support. He's able to defend his teammate, contest space, and do so evasively.
Yeah, and especially when Ryu, you know, he can have trouble landing, especially a character like Bowser who has Nair to break focus and that sort of thing. It can be kind of, you know, difficult to find his way back down, but Sheik is just such a good interrupter in controlling space. She can be across the map, and she just saves her teammate. And look at the damage right now coming out from Jen. And a little bit of a miscommunication there. They both saw Jen, you know, was vulnerable, but they both went to hit it, which meant that there was a little bit of a trade. If we see more of those, again, up air killing so early, and that looked like good DI. She's just really light, I guess.
She's a fast faller, doesn't particularly sit in that great of a weight class, and then out with good spacing and little bits of rage, it makes up for a recipe of nice early kills. But you know, speaking of, that Bowser gone.
That was so good. You actually saw the downbeat come out, and Jen saw that too, and he's like, intangibility. I've got the intangibility to deal with this.
Ooh. Well, it's looking like there needs to be a bit of a role reversal here. Jen's going to have to start covering for Wolf, because Wolf's eating a lot more damage than he really should be in this match.
Yeah. Ooh, but he's dying so early there to that up smash. And one thing is that what we've actually seen from Frozen and Cassius before is when Frozen, because his ledge trapping game is just some of the best.
Yes.
You know, and sometimes you'll actually see it where Cassius, if Frozen has a character on the ledge, and Cassius just like, okay, I'll just, you know, deal with the teammate, and you just keep them there forever. And we haven't really seen that much of this yet. I think the biggest reason why is because of the mobility that Wolf has. But yeah, right now 4 stocks to 2, both of blue team at reasonably high percent. But ooh, wow, and that's actually going to get the kill for them. 3 stocks to 2. This is not looking so bad for red team this time around. But
if they can play defensively and just squeak out kills where they need to, it's possible. But that's going to make things a whole lot harder. It's looking like it's favorably in Cassius and Frozen taking this set, but can't count Wolf out just yet.
Yeah, he is an amazing player, and I've seen him do some real work in 2v1s. But one of the, that was, what just happened? That was so cookie.
That was just really good coverage from Cassius. Like, he recognized that the Dragon Ascent wasn't going to be able to get the kill, so he just placed himself in position to be able to get in there. And
really smart.
Very handily taking that 2-0 over Jen and Wolf. Honestly,
right.
I feel like that's all she wrote for him.
Yeah, no. I mean, Jen and Wolf definitely really solid, but it was just, you saw how Cassius and Frozen played the strength of segmenting the match.